So this is a screencast answering the standard I can describe and calculate capacitance. And it's problem 13 from chapter 24, which says a spherical capacitor contains a charge of 4.30 coulombs. Alright, so I had to watch a video on spherical capacitors, which is what this little circle thing is here, but it was just to get the equation of, let's see, where did I put it? Right here. The change in V is Q over 4 pi epsilon naught times 1 over the radius of the bigger one minus 1 over the radius of the other one. Or I think I ended up switching these because my answer wasn't making sense. There was like a negative sign. So it might be A and B rather than B and A. But for A, it was just capacitance is Q over change in V, and we're given Q and given change in V, so that was pretty simple. 1.5 times 10 to the negative 11 farads. And then B was just a pain in the butt because you had to calculate that. Like, you had to be careful with all the fractions, but so I set C equal to the C we found in A, and then multiplied it by the constant, and then I simplified it fractionally. Let's see, I wrote it, kind of tough to see. I wrote it over here, so this was the radius of the inner one times the radius, or the radius of the outer one times the radius of the inner one, over radius of outer minus inner. And I solved for A with some fractional stuff, trying to be careful, and I got 3.08 centimeters for the inner radius, and the outer radius was given as 4. So then for C, if this radius is wrong, I think that it's a fractional error, not an understanding error. I was trying to be careful, but it seems realistic because it's smaller than the other one. Okay, in C, I said the electric field, I wrote it up here as well because you had it from your video, but its electric field is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught over Q enclosed times the radius squared. And we have Q enclosed and we have the radius, so it was just 1 over 4 pi times 8.85 times 10 to the negative 12 times 3.3 times 10 to the negative 9th over 0.308 meters squared, which yielded 31,279.469 newtons per coulomb for the electric field felt outside of the inner radius. Facebook knows. Oh.